Sennheiser IE600 Softears Volume 2 heavily requested IEM. I finally had them in my possession. Today, we're going to be doing first impression of these, so let's jump into it. Hey friends, Tim here, welcome back to another video on Giz Audio. Welcome to first impression unboxing videos. I love doing these. I love getting new stuff. It's like Christmas every time. Let's start off today with the IE600. I've been wanting to listen to this one for a long time now. It's been hyped all over the place and I'm glad that I finally have it in my possession. So here's the box. I think pretty standard Sennheiser box. Now the only other Sennheiser that I own is the IE300, which I remember comes in a smaller box than this one. Quite a bit of accessories in this box, a lot of tips, a carrying case, the cable. Now the IE300 is known to be one of the most comfortable pair of IEMs that I've ever tried and that a lot of people have ever tried. I love that thing for work. The one thing is I don't really like it too much for music, especially for my taste. I mean, if you like V-shape, you like bassy IEMs, the IE300 is great. But for me, who love a lot of vocals, the IE300 was just all right. I use it mainly for work because of how comfortable they are. But now, the IE600, I saw the frequency response graph and I'm very excited to listen to these and finally maybe have something super comfortable from Sennheiser that actually sounds really good for my style of music. So let's test these out. Now, if anyone wants to know, no, I have not tried the IE900, so there won't be any comparison of that today. Of course, DAB of choice again, M11 Plus LTD, my favorite DAB ever. I only need one. And if you guys are looking for an in-game DAB or, a high-level DAB, I guess I recommend this one because it's the only one I've tried and it works really well. And the song we're gonna be testing the IE600 and the volume on today is gonna be called On Bended Knees. Yeah, Boys to Men, let's go with a classic. Okay, I have to stop myself because I wanna keep listening to these. They're good, they're very good. One of those rare IEMs that's actually worth all the hype that's surrounding it so far. This is pretty much everything you want in a dynamic driver IEM. The bass is super solid. Bass power is there, bass texture and slam is also there. The mids are very beautiful. Male vocals, especially in this song On Bended Knees, comes across very lush, also at the same time natural and real. And the one special thing about this thing so far is the treble. There's quite a bit of treble in here. I don't feel that it's fatiguing in any way. The treble is highlighted, is a lot. The cymbal hits comes across very crispy, clean and sharp, but I never felt like it was fatiguing or add any form of sibilance in any way. So it's a very well done, sparkly forward treble. Now, some of you guys might not like such a forward sounding treble because some of you guys might be super sensitive to that. But for me, someone who's also sensitive to treble, I can tell you guys that this treble is really well done. Yes, it's a lot, but it's so satisfying to listen to. It's treble in the right areas, meaning that it avoids all the fatigues and all the sibilances. All in all, these are very good, like very good. And of course, the comfort is there, same comfort as the IE300, maybe slightly less comfortable than the IE300 because of the the material that they use to construct this. The IE300, I think, is like rubber or plastic or something like that. It feels softer to the ears. These feel slightly bit tougher, harsher on the ears, but really not too much. It's still one of the most comfortable pair of IEMs out there right now. But yes, overall sound, very solid. If you're looking for a dynamic driver IEM that's tuned extremely well, you want that bit of extra spicy treble, you want to hear more details out of your music, the IE600 is actually a very good contender and a worthy endgame piece for a lot of you guys out there because let's face it, it's $600, $700, $800. It's endgame price IEM. And for me, if you ask me if it has endgame level of quality, I'll say so, yeah. For under $1,000, it definitely has some endgame quality that would satisfy a lot of people out there right now. I seriously want to keep listening to these, but I have Softears Volume next. I really don't care about trying out the Softears Volume right now. I just want to listen to the IE600. But for you guys, I'll move on. I'll sacrifice my happiness and try out the next IEM. Next one, of course, we have the Softears volume. Now this one has been highly requested because Softears is known for making extremely good in-game pieces. The RSV, the RS10, the Cerberus, and the Turi, which is the only one that I haven't tried, but is also said to be extremely good dynamic driver IEM as well. So when they release something that's kind of budget for them, I think this is $200 something, people get really excited to see what they can come up with, and that's including myself. I'm excited as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a tough hill to climb for the volume because I just listened to the IE600, which I think is amazing. So this one definitely has some hills to climb, like I said again, if it wants to impress me like it did the IE600. You guys see that? The IEM sits right inside. Now these are huge. Wow. They're like noticeably bigger than the IE600. This is as big as maybe a Blessing 2 Dust, man. This is some hefty stuff. All right, moment of truth. Great. Just great. Both of them, the IE600, the Softears volume, they're both great. Wow. So this one, in comparison to the IE600, it's noticeably warmer. So male vocals especially comes across much more lush and musical. I would say the tuning on the Softears volume is going to be more pleasing to listen to than the tuning on the IE600. It's still a very fun signature with good bass and very good vocals and treble, but it definitely leans more analytical, more detailed oriented, while the volume leans a lot more just relaxing, luscious. The treble on this is not nearly as sparkly as on the IE600. The bass on this, however, is again more full body, more warm than the IE600. So they're a little bit different in tuning. Also, I feel like the vocals on the volume is a little bit more forward than the IE600 as well. Needless to say though, both of them are fantastic. Depending on your taste, you might like one or the other. I feel though, if you're new to the IEM world, the volume is definitely gonna be one that you should go for first. It's much more easier to listen to than the IE600. Now, the IE600 does win in level of details and also soundstage. It's noticeably wider and more detailed than the volume. But again, it is more expensive, so you would expect that. The volume, it's great. I mean, I really enjoy this. Now, I don't even know what the configuration of the volume is. So yeah, just looked it up. It is a dynamic driver plus 2 BAs, and you definitely feel the dynamic driver doing a lot of the work there in the low end. It's very powerful, dynamic, impactful, just everything you want in a dynamic driver type of bass. The BAs I feel like are for the mids and the highs, but yeah, it's really well done. Regardless of the driver setup, it is extremely well done IEM. Very impressed with the tuning. In terms of the shell shape, I said it was big, but it's not uncomfortable. It doesn't have any sharp edges like the Blessing 2 and 2 Dust kind of have that makes it a bit painful to wear. These are very comfortable despite the size. And yeah, just two big winners today. Just stay tuned for the review of these. I'll be publishing them in the near future here. And I also have more IEMs coming in as well that I'll be unboxing later on. Subscribe to stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.